Okay, am I audible, everyone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first of all, we have to discuss that is analog control system. So in this analog control system, we have to know here the input and output signal of a process are continuous functions of the timing. It is called the analog or continuous system. Then this is the another one, digital control system. Okay. When this system, it is also another same. This is input, another one is the output system. This is the input X, and this is the Y. This is basically output. So what is digital control system? When the input and output signal of a process are defined as a discrete instant, discrete instance of time. This is very important. Time, that means it is represented as, that is X, this is the timing constant, that is kt, and another, this is also Y, this is basically another time constant kt. Then both the signal, that means input and output, and the system is called digital or discrete, okay, control system or control. Okay, so here you can see this is basically one systems. We know that here is input is variable, here expressed that is a X, and output is Y. Okay, so in the corresponding of digital control system, when the input and output signal of a process are defined as a discrete instant of times. Okay, that means when user set or automatic control set, it is basically stop and start techniques also. That is 0 1 concept. That means when 0, this is stop. When it is 1, that is on condition. Okay, so this is basically discrete instant time of the signal. It is represented, one is X, this is a time constant is kt, another one is the Y, that is the output, this is basically kt. Then these both signals, input and output, these both signals of the system, it is basically called the digital or discrete control systems. Okay, first we have to know analog, or that is the analogous systems, that is a continuous systems. Another one is a digital or discrete control system. Is it clear, all of you? Next, another number 2 or number something like that. This is linear and non-linear control system. Okay. Linear and non-linear control system. Okay, so what is linear control system? When the linear control system, that means a linear device, is one whose output is directly proportional to its input and any dynamic function thereof any time function of a linear variable of a linear variable. Okay, so this is basically called the linear control system, and in this linear control system here the loop gain, it is constant and applies the same damping to the disturbance of all magnitude. Of all magnitude. So this system, it is called the linear control system. So I am even again repeating. So where the linear device, it is basically one or whose output is directly proportional to the input and any dynamic functions. Okay, so this system, it is basically called the linear control system, and it is basically there of any time functions of a linear variable, and here the loop gain is very constant, it is not changeable here. So and the applies of the same damping ratio to the disturbance of all the magnitudes. So this is basically called the linear control system. And where the nonlinear control system, here the loop gain, it is also changes. Okay, this is nonlinear control system. This is vice versa of the linear control system, where the loop gain is varies with the amplitude of the oscillation. Okay, so this is another one. This is nonlinear control system. Here loop gain is various, that means changes again and again timing with the respect of amplitude of the oscillations. Okay, so this is basically called the linear and nonlinear control systems. Is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we can go next. Next is different application oriented classification of control system also. Classification of application based control system. This is another classification. It is oriented in the application oriented. First, number one, sequential control system. Sequential control systems. Okay. In this sequential control system, it is basically classified into two categories. One is the event driven sequential control system. Number two, this is time driven. Sorry. This is time driven sequential control system. I am elaborate one by one. First, we have to classify it into different category. Another one is a numerical control system. And this numerical control system, it has different classified. First, we have to classify it into the computerized numerical control system. This is basically we have to CNC. This is means computerized numerical control system. Another one, this is direct numerical control system. Direct numerical control system. This is basically DNC. Okay, these two categories are under in the numerical control system. Number third, servo control system. Servo control system. Okay, so this is basically application oriented classification of different types of control system. So first of all, we have to classify into three main categories. This is sequential control system, number two is numerical control system, and number third is servo control system. So first we have to cover the sequential control system. So in this sequential control system, it is basically perform a set of operations in a prescribed manner. Okay, that is one by one. That means one example we have to take in here. You have to control all of you the washing machine. So in this washing machine, user it is set that timing. That means what time this that is a shirt or pant that is it is or washes. Particular you have to save that timing. In that timing, this sequential control logic it is washes your clothes and drain the water. Then finally this system you have to give in a one alarm signals, then this system it is the output finally. So this is basically sequential system, that is user set the timing and after that timing you have to set up this sequential control system. It is perform that set of operation one by one, it is the given manners. So this is basically called the sequential control system. Okay, so in this sequential control system, it is working basically user setup of the manner system, that is one by one method. Example, it is various types of examples it is coming, that is washing machines. Okay, so I'm written here, this is basically example washing machine. Another one, it is also automatic control system, that is a automobile industry we have to use this. Automobile industry. Okay, traffic control system. All of you seen this traffic control system, automatic traffic control system. There are no traffic police, it is present. It is basically operated by sequential one by one. The lighting system it is given, that is red, yellow and green. Okay, so this system it is undering the condition consideration of the sequential control logic. So this is basically sequential control logic. It performs a set of operations at a given manner, whatever we have to use in the sequential logic circuits. Okay, this is basically different types of industries we have to use. You have to use in domestic purpose washing machine, then you have to uses the automobile industries for the different types of operations. We have to uses the traffic automatic traffic control system. Okay, so these are the basically different types of sequential logic controller uses. This sequential control system we have to classify into two categories. One is the event driven sequential control system, another one is the time driven sequential control system. So in this event driven sequential control system, here in each step it is initiated by the occurrence of the event. That means one example, that is traffic light control system. So in this traffic light control system, here are
कॉलेज में दूसरा
sorry for that, network is unstable, so that's why the signal is cutting. Okay, so we go the first we have to cover the sequential control system. And this sequential control system it is classified event driven sequential control system. Number two, it is basically time driven sequential control system. So we know the sequential control logic. So this is basically classified into two categories. One is the event driven sequential control system, another one is the time oriented time driven sequential control logic. So in this event control system, event driven sequential control system, we have to take one example, that is a traffic counter system or traffic light control system. So in this case, here are different timing we have to set up in the main traffic pointers. So in this case, we have to setting the one timer circuit, that is count 1 by 1 second, and each and every second it is very important for this traffic control system. When the green signal it is occurred, this green signal it is that means this type of routes, these routes are open, and another types of roads it is condition, that is off conditions. Then the certain timing after being set up the timing, this green light it is also yellow, then it is red condition. So this process is again and again vice versa it is rotated. So this is basically logic in the sequential control systems. Okay, another one, when you have to timing driven, that means user setting the timing or given timing. So this time driven sequential logic or sequential control system, each step is initiated at a given time. Okay, so this is called the time driven sequential control systems. Is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Next, we have to discuss, that is numerical control system. This numerical control system It is also classified into two categories. One is computerist, numerical control system. Another one, this is direct numerical control system. It is abbreviated, that is CNC, that means computerist numerical control system. Another one DNC, that means direct numerical control system. Okay, CNC and DNC, this is very important in our industrial part. Okay, so this numerical control system here are basically uses in our predetermined instruction or any program. Okay, so in the CNC machines or DNC machine, user set up a predetermined instruction program, and this program, it is control the sequence of the basically manufacturing processes. That means you have to given the different types of examples. That is a production unit where the different types, that means you have to take the one chips industry, that is where the chips is packaging. Okay, so user setting the amount of the desired value, then this certain this setting the values of chips or raw material, it is packaged, then this weightage, these are basically same to same of the given set point of the weightage, then this is automatically packaged, then this package is rotated to the conveyor belt to the another positions also. That means these are the basically programming starting to ending process. So this is basically computerist programming. We have to control the computerist numerical control systems. So there are lots of various numerical values we have to set up. That means position value, direction value. Okay, so in this computerist, we have to set the different positions in the programming also. This is any direction also we have to set up by the programming. Then velocity, it is another one is important. This is velocity we have to set up, use this programming. Then cutting speed, then this is cutting speed we have to control using this computerist numerical control system. Okay, so these programs, it is basically two parts. This computer program, it is basically two parts. One is the part program, another one is the machine program. Okay, so using these two types of program, that is a part program and machine program, you have to part program, the contents all the instruction is required to produce a desired part of the where the process industries we have to use this. So that means there are lots of examples. Okay, so this is drilling machine, grinding machine, milling machine, or punching machines. These are the basically part programming area. So that means the area of the part programming. This is basically boring program. Okay. Then drilling, anything is drilling operations. Sorry. Drilling operation. Then grinding. Then milling machine. Then punching machine. Bending machine. Another one is welding. Okay. Another is wire processing. So these are the basically one by one part of the numerical control system. So in this part programming, we have to use different types of area. These are application area. One is boring part, that is drilling operation, grinding operation, milling operation, punching operations, bending, welding and wear processing. Okay, so these are the basically uses in our automobile industries or any steel plant industries where the utensils or different types of apparatus we have to made by the steel or anything is metals. Okay, so this is basically under the part programming method. Okay, and another one is the machine program. You have to machine program, that is using the CAD CAM. Okay, another one is the machine program. So in this machine program, basically two terms it is coming, that is CAD, another one is the CAM, which is full form of CAD. Anyone is know what is the CAD? This is computer aided design. Okay, another one is the CAM. This is also computer aided manufacturing. So this is basically two logics we have to use in this machine program. One is the CAD, another one is the CAM. Computer aided design, that is CAD design. Another one is a computer aided manufacturing system. It has different operations in the application oriented basis. Okay, that means you have to use automatically design. You have to given the computer in the software, you have to design. Then this machines, this is cutting the tool or cutting the anything is metal in the given format. So using this diagram, this CAD and also manufacturing, there is a CAM software. This is CAD and CAM, two types of software where user or programmer it is set the program. Then this program it is also occurring in the desired value you have to set at. Then the cutting of the according to the design also. So this is basically the machine programming. Okay, one is the part program, another one is the CAM program. So in this case, numerical control system you have to classify in the computer is numerical control system. One is the CNC, another one is the DNC. That is a computerist numerical control system. Another one is the direct control systems, direct numerical control systems. Okay, is this clear all of you? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Another number third, that is servo control system. Okay, it is another one. It is basically used to control a physical variable such as position or motion or motions. Okay, so this is a basically servo control system. This servo control system it is basically used in the control of the physical variables such as any position control system or motion. So this servo control system we have to use in our automobile. That means you have to use in your, that is bus or trucks, big sizes of bus or trucks we have to use this. So in this system we have to use a servo control system. Okay, and this servo control system it is basically one feedback control system also. It is a feedback control systems. Okay, and this system it is maintains the output position of the motions, and it is also corresponds with the input reference of the signals also. So these are the another different types of examples we have to use in our automobile. Also, it is also another one, robotics. Robotics designs, robotics control system. Okay. Another also power steering, that is a recorder. Okay. You have to know in the power steering. Nowadays, this power steering we have to use different automobile. That is a small car and big size of car. Using this servo control system, we have to use the power steering. Another one is the recording pen. That is a recording pen. Okay, or any other also control motion of the tool. Control motion of a tool. Okay, so these are the basically application area of this servo control system. So in our automobile sector, we have to use these servo control systems. Okay, so in these servo control systems, we have to use power steering. This power steering, this is basically very important that in the servo control systems, and also robotics arm, that is a robotics arms control. Okay, robotics control systems. Using this servo control system, we have to design the robotic control system, and we have to design the recording pen, which is recorded the different types of physical parameters. Another one is the control motion of the any tool variables. So this is basically servo control systems. Okay, so these three are the basically application oriented. One is sequential control system, number two is the numerical control system, and number three is the basically servo control systems. Okay, is it clear all of you? Next.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so everyone write your own name and roll number in the chat box also. And second class, that is attendance is very poor. So Abhijit, you take a screenshot. This is for the second class. Abhijit, are you hearing me? Abhijit, are
Yes,
you
sir.
present? Okay, okay. You take a screenshot. And everyone, please write your own name and roll number in the chat box also. Another new topics. This is automatic controllers. Automatic controller part. So what is automatic controller part? In this automatic, that means it is automatically setting the values of the physical parameters. This is basically set by the user or automatic systems. Okay, so most of the industrial processes are required the different types of variables, that is a flow variables, pressure variable, temperature or level or acceleration, etc. It is basically we have to set up the near the reference value. It is called the set point SP, and this device it is serves the maintain a process variable value at the set point. It is called the controller, and this overall system it is called the automatic controller system. Okay, so I just given the definitions. Just wait. Most industrial processes require that certain variables such as flow pressure, temperature, level. It should be remain at or near some reference value. Okay, this is basically called the set point. Okay, this is basically set point, we have to call SP. And this device, the device that serves to maintain a process variable value at the set point is called a controller. So this is basically called the automatic controller part. Okay, so most industrial processes, okay, in any industry, that is petrochemical industries, medical industries, automobile industries, something like that, fertilizer industries, okay, packaging industries. So this most industrial industries process, it is required that the certain variable, physical variable, we have to control the different parameters. This is flow measurement, pressure measurement, temperature measurement, level measurement, acceleration, speed control measurement. Okay, so it should be remain at or near the same value, reference value we have to set up by using this set point. It is called the set point. Then this device, it is basically serves to maintain a process variable at a given value of the set point. It is called the controller part. So this controller part, when it is automatic set the set point value for a given desired programming, this is called the automatic controller part. Okay, so this automatic controller part, it is basically functions are different categories. First, it receives the actual measured value of the variable.
Sir, hello.
Yes, yes.
Sir, we have a class 11:10, sir.
11. Okay, so it is a little bit 1 minute, so I am closing these sessions. Okay, so these are the basically automatic controller part, which is receive the actual measured value of the variable being is controlled. Another one is the compared to the value with the reference or desired value. Okay, so I am concluding this session right now. It is continuing our next classes. This is automatic controller part. Okay, is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks everyone. So we will meet next classes also. Okay, so everyone give the write your own name and roll number. And Abhijit, please send me the second attendance and first attendance in my WhatsApp.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks everyone.